Hey guys, we're back again. We're going to do another video. It's Julie. We're going to be making my, what shall we call it? Citrus Burst Hair Pomade. Because I'm going to try to do twist more often this summer because I have an obsession with clipping my hair. I know we all have our crazy habits, but that's one of mine. I want to cut it every week, and I guess I'm trying to grow it. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to do Citrus Burst Hair Pomade. Just because I'm doing citrus does not mean you have to do citrus. The reason I'm calling it the Citrus Burst is because I'm going to be using mainly citrus-based essential oils for the smell. I'm going to be using lime oil. We're going to use neroli just because it is an orange base, but it kind of cuts some of the pungency, that's the word, I think that's the word, of the lemon and the orange. It just gives it a different depth. People who do perfumes would probably understand that a little bit better, but for me it just kind of cuts it a little bit different. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of thyme oil to just give it a different smell, but citrus is what I love the most, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go over the ingredients and then we're going to get started. Let's pan down, young man. One of the first ingredients, let's first start off with the oils. Let's pan down. We're going to do black castor oil. We're going to do avocado oil. See that lovely green color? Organic avocado oil. I always keep this in the refrigerator. We're going to do olive oil. I don't want to show you the label, so this is extra virgin olive oil. One of my favorites, jojoba oil. We're going to do that. And I'll set those to the side. Cocoa butter. I have mine in the wafers. The reason I'm showing you the product is because I've already melted some of this. This was about a tablespoon of cocoa butter. But I got it in the little wafers because I think it's a little bit easier to measure. We're going to be doing Crisco or whatever type of soybean-based shortening. And that's this. We're going to do a heaping tablespoon of the soybean. We're going to do coconut oil. And we're going to do a tablespoon. As far as measurements, I'd like you to look at this. I'm using more of the soybean oil than I am of the coconut oil. We're also going to do shea butter. We're going to use, this is a oily type pomade that's semi-soft, but also moisturizes and helps you do your twist really well. So let me set this over to the side, because I've already measured those out. And on the stove, let's see here, that's hot. In our double boiler, we've already melted the cocoa butter, the soybean oil, the coconut oil, and the shea butter. As you can see, the shortening is not totally melted yet. And just a gentle heat to melt that, because you want to make sure that they all incorporate very well. This not only not so much moisturizes, but helps your hair to maintain the twist and also gives it a really good shine. We got all of the semi-solid oils already melted in here. So we're going to put a tablespoon of the olive oil. And my measurements are not exact. This is just what I like. You know, you can use different oils. Some people use beeswax instead of the cocoa butter. It just depends on what your hair like. Mango oil or any type of things like that. We're going to put the olive oil in. That's a nice pretty green color. We're going to also put some avocado oil in. I love that stuff. Whoa, 1 heaping tablespoon. Look how thick that is. Can you see that? I love that stuff. We're going to put some black Jamaican castor oil. This stuff is solid gold, I tell you. And when this eventually does cool off, it will form a semi-solid liquid. I meant to do it the day before and show you the finished product, but time got away from me. Nice dark color on that black Jamaican castor oil. And we're going to get all that out. I usually use my spatula, but it's who knows where. And let's get a clean spoon for our jojoba oil. We certainly do not want to contaminate that because it certainly costs enough to get it. We're going to carefully pull this. There we go. And jojoba oil is like the sebum in your skin and hair, and it's really a liquid wax itself. Although it won't become solid with all the other things once they cool. Your hair pomade got all that emollient in it. It's going to be excellent. See, that way everything mixes well. And I will come back later and show you actually the once it's totally cool and semi-solid exactly how it looks. So at the end of the video I'll show it to you. Orange oil, because this is what I want for flavor. I always say flavor, but actually it's smell. 1, 2, 3 of the orange oil. We're going to put 1 of the lime. Let's stay on the bowl, please. 1 drop of the lime. 1, 2 of the lemon. And 1 of the neroli. If I can get it to come out. I think it's because the bottle is full. There we go. Oh man, that smells so good. Let me get my jar here. And let me look around here while we're panning down. There we are. This is very quick, very easy. It lasts a long time since it is an oily or semi-oily hair pomade. It's something that you're not going to have to use a lot of. Get that all mixed up really well. And I don't think you need a preservative because these are oils and the shortening has a little bit of a preservative in it anyway. Oils take a while to spoil. We're going to pour it in our glass jar. I like glass just because I think it keeps everything a little bit more sterile. It doesn't absorb smells. And it looks pretty on your shelf too. Some people don't like glass because they don't want to take it in the bathroom, but because I've done it for so long, I'm a little extra careful with my jars, and I don't have small children, so I don't have to worry about that. How quick and easy was that? Instead of spending all that money, let's pan up, young man. See, this is just a plain canning jar with our hair pomade. We're going to let that sit for several hours, and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished product. We'll be back. Hey guys, it's Julie. I'm back. Finally got the finished product for the Citrus Burst hair pomade. I hope you guys try some of these recipes. And while we're at it, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers. I get some of the nicest comments from some of the ladies and gentlemen too. And I really do appreciate that. I think some people think you take it for granted, but I do not. My mother always said, if somebody pays you a compliment, you pay them a compliment back. I guess that's just that Southern. That's another thing, all those comments on my accents. But, you know, it's where you're born, so I'm happy with it. But thank you, subscribers. I really appreciate it. I try to work hard on the things that I make. I try to be honest about it. I hope you girls try it. I hope it helps you because, after all, we're here to help each other. At least I hope we are. At least that's my agenda. I don't know what everybody else's agenda is, but... Anyway, let's get back to the topic. Let's pan down. Thank you. Here is our Citrus Burst pomade. It's kind of cooled off because we had all of the semi-solid or even firm oils like the soybean and the cocoa butter and the shea butter. Once it cools, it kind of forms a semi-solid. I'm going to take some out and I'm going to show you. See, look at that in the jar. That kind of reminds you of something. I won't say the name, but there it is. But I'm going to take a little bit out with a spoon. See, it's not really a hard pomade, but you can see it holds its shape. It stays on the spoon. And let me let you look at the color in case you can't see the color. I'll put a little bit here on the plate. It holds up on the plate. It smells wonderful too. And look at the spreadability. That spreads pretty easy. What I have been doing with it, because I've been doing I make mostly all of my own things. I took a little bit of my hair down. See, that rubs in the hand really easy. Goes on your twist, excellent. One of the ladies also asked me to do a length check. You'd think I'd have more length, but I have got to get away from those scissors, but I love it. It drives me crazy having to spend so much time doing the twist that I figure, well, I'll just snip a little bit off, or that looks a little raggedy, so I'll snip it. So if the length isn't getting too much longer, that's fine, because my hands, I don't know, I'll be 50, Lord willing, in a few years, and I just really don't have the time to sit for an hour or two or however long it takes to do these twists. So this summer I'm going to try to stay away from the scissors and just leave it up in twists. But my twisting isn't the best either, just by the way. We're done with the twist. I don't know if you can see the sheen that it puts on the hair. It already has product on it, so let's just be honest about that. But it does just smooth into that hair really, really nicely and holds it really nicely too. But I hope you girls try the citrus pomade. You don't have to use the exact oils that I did, but I think this will save you a lot of money, and you can put as much scent or no scent or whatever, but since I like citrus because it's a mood elevator, that's my thing. But thanks guys for watching, and subscribers, thank you so much. Bye bye.